Hello guys, this is Donald's Movies, and in this video I'm going to give you a detailed look into the buildings, as I recently made a video just kind of giving you a first look into the buildings, but I want to give you a detailed one and show you all of the buildings for the Horde Garrison. So right now my garrison is at level 3, which is the final level. I believe that is what it will be on release. Now I'm not really certain if they will like add it in patches or anything like that, but this is what you have. So currently there are only 20 buildings, although that's a kind of a decent number. There are 20 buildings you can choose from. However, you can't really build all of them. You can only choose like 7 on your plot. On your you have like 7 available plots. So you got 3 here and 4 here. So as you can see here on this is like a little, you got Gaslock here, and you got this little architect table here. And you got large plots, medium plots, and small plots. So pretty much you have large, medium, and small buildings. And you have 2 large plots, so you can build 2 of these buildings out of all of these 5 of these buildings. You can do the same for 5 of these medium ones, and you can build 3 of these. So if you want to see all of the buildings, you have to get 4 characters actually, because it's 7, but there are like 10 of these, so you can only build 3. So if you want to see the last one, you gotta get another character. So that is probably why you will see me changing characters in this video. So what I actually want to do is I wanna read what it is, because every level you get an upgrade. I wanna show you guys what it is and how it actually looks. I don't wanna just show you the map, I wanna show you like the actual building. Right now, most of them aren't working. They're just built, but you can't really do anything with them. But they are pretty awesome and they will be really great on release. So pretty much, first building is obviously the barracks. This is what you build when you build your garrison. This is the first building you get. So pretty much the barracks. You on level 1 you unlock patrol missions. Patrol missions have higher than normal follower experience rewards. Level 2 increases your follower limit by 10, and level 3 allows a follower with a bodyguard trait to accompany you as a guardian in Draenor zones. So I'm going to show you what it is. For example, once you get a garrison, you can use this command table here, and pretty much you can send your followers into like these missions. You get these followers. You can increase the size of the space for the followers you can get. And if you get to level 3, which I don't think you can right now, but if you do, you can find one of these guys that have like a trait as bodyguards, and they can follow you around Draenor and they can help you fight mobs and all of that. Also, you get a little cool ability called Garrison, like Call to Arms. So this has a 5-minute cooldown, and what you do with this ability is you can call it anywhere on Draenor, or is it just in Frostfire Age, but I believe it's anywhere on Draenor what it says. And pretty much here is what happens. You get like 5 of these guys throwing axes into this area, and then you get 2 of these guys here just like attacking the area. Like they can even be mobile while these guys just throw into this same place, and it lasts for around 15 seconds, and I believe these guys follow you for a bit more than that. Also, if you upgrade to level 3, which I don't think you can right now, you get more of that. So pretty much here's how the missions work. You got like Block, Bruto, Dag, all of these followers you can find on Draenor, either by doing quests, hidden quests, and all of that stuff. So pretty much you have a mission here, for example, and we need someone who can counter this. So Dag can counter this. You see he has the same icon. He has 100% chance to kill this guy, so we send him on a mission, and now it works. Now we need someone who can counter this. We got this guy. He has a 100% chance as well. So we send him on missions, and that is pretty much what you do with the barracks, and it's kind of the essential part of your garrison. You have to have this. It's really great, and this ability is really OP. So let's go on to showing you the actual building. So here is the building, and it isn't really anything special. I mean, there is no I don't think there is any use for it right now, but you can just enter it. You have it's pretty much just to station your guys. You can probably hear people fighting. You have grunts, I believe, behind here training. By the way, this is on level 2 upgraded. It doesn't look like this on level 1, but here is pretty much what it looks like. You have like these little barricades. You got these little sides here where they can fight. I'm guessing they're gonna be sparring here. You can only hear sounds, but you can't see anyone. That's probably a bug in the beta, but it will be fixed soon. I don't think the building itself, apart from like a dummy dolls you can find here, apart from that, you don't really have any other purpose. So I don't think there is anything to it, but it looks really cool at least, and you get the functionality out of it. Okay, and let's look at the next building. So the next building is the Goblin Workshop. Now, I use this, as I said, you can only use 2 on your character if the Great Hall is at level 3. I don't know if that will be final, but as I said, right now only 2. So the Goblin Workshop is pretty much, on level 1, you unlock a personal engineer that attaches rockets, mines, and speed boosts to your mounts. I have no idea what it is, I haven't tried it, but sounds really awesome. You can get like rockets on your mounts, so let's see how that works later on. Although, later on in like a patch, I can't really show you anything here. And level 2, your engineer grants you access to a jetpack. I haven't seen that yet, but apparently you get a jetpack if you have this thing here. And level 3 allows the creation of a siege vehicle once per day. You can drive it to victory on Draenor. So pretty much that's the entire point of it. I'm gonna show you the building right now. And as you see, here we have the Goblin Workshop, and pretty much this is what it looks like. I'm guessing you can build a siege engine inside. Let's take a look around to see what it is. Kinda looks like the thing from the Northern Battleground. But here is pretty much how it looks. Nothing special on the outside, but on the inside you have like this little workshop, which is obviously, because it is a workshop, you got some stuff going here. I'm guessing you can build a siege engine somewhere here, and then you can either spawn it or ride it from here. I'm not certain. I also guess you can get something out of here and use like a jetpack and also like enhance your mounts. Whatever it is, it looks really cool, and I really can't wait to see what it really is. Alright, and that is it for that. As you can see, I'm on a different character because, as I said, you can't really get like more than 2 of these buildings, so I had to use 3 characters to like build all of these. But what I have built right now is I have a Spirit Lodge and some stables. So I'm gonna show you the Spirit Lodge first. So the Spirit Lodge, pretty much level 1, unlocks a portal to Ashran, so you can go to the faction hub from the portal here. On level 2, it unlocks a portal to Teledor, which is in the middle of the map. I can show you pretty much here, Teledor. And lastly, on level 3, it unlocks a portal to Gorgrond and Egrand. So pretty much, a Spirit Lodge just provides you portals to different parts of Draenor. So let's actually see the building. Alright, so here is the Spirit Lodge. This is what it looks like, nothing fancy. This is on level 2. So I guess it has a portal to Ashran and also to Teledor. I'm not really certain. There is some alliance inside and they seem like an enemy. I don't know why. I guess this is a bug or something like that. But here is a portal to Ashran, so you can go to Ashran from here. I don't want to go there right now, but this is what you can do. It's pretty much nothing but a little simple building, just with a few portals inside, so that you can go to Teledor, Gorgrond, Negrand, Ashran, and that's pretty much it from your garrison. So nothing really fancy, and that's about it. Alright, and on to the next building. The next building is actually stables. Now, as I said, I only built 2 of these big ones, but pretty much stables, it's nothing really fancy. Pretty much stables provide significant benefits to your mount. So first, on level 1, enables the capture and training of special mounts on Draenor. On level 2, you may remain mounted while interacting with objects in outdoor Draenor zones. And on level 3, increases mount speed on Draenor by 20%. So this is actually quite a valuable building if it's on level 3, because it increases your mount speed. And you know that we're stuck on ground mounts, which I don't think is bad, but this can increase your speed, so this can obviously work in your favor. So let's actually see the building. Alright, so this is what the building looks like. It's nothing really fancy. You just got a few mounts inside, pretty much. You got a little flying machine, you got raptors, you got Alex, you got all sorts of stuff. You got a stable master. I would like to heal and revive all my battle pets. Nothing really super fancy on that. That's just about it. There is. Yeah, not all that much. I mean, it's pretty cool. But honestly, I would only use it to get the 20% benefit. Alright, so as you can see, I'm on a completely different character now. Because as I said, there's only 5, so you can use 3 characters to get all of these. So the last one I'm going to show you is the War Mill, and this is a bit different. Like, the armory stores and maintains the garrison's armaments. So level 1 doubles the chance for your quest rewards to get a rare or epic bonus upgrade. 2 allows the collection of armor scraps from the Orc clans of Draenor for armor transmogrification use. And level 3 grants a free raid bonus roll once per week. Alright, so let's actually see how the building looks like. Alright, so here is the building. Nothing really insane, to be honest. It looks like just kind of a tent. You can go inside. There's like some armor, some axes on the walls, swords. I'm guessing this isn't fully finished. This is definitely going to have some people inside, and it's gonna look a bit different. But it's right now doesn't look like much. You got some barricades on the sides. You got buildings here, and that's pretty much about it. Nothing really fancy. I guess this is unfinished, so we'll see how it looks in the end. Okay, and that is about it on the large buildings you have in your garrison. So pretty much I show you the War Mill, Stable, Spirit Lodge, Goblin Workshop and Barracks. Right now, some of these buildings aren't working, but we're gonna check how it is. So as I said, you have 20 buildings in total. You got 5 large and you got 5 mediums. So right now, I'm going to show you the 5 medium. You still have 2 plots, so you can see all of these on 3 characters. So let's see. First we have the barn. So the barn houses captured creatures that provide the garrison with leather, meat and food. Alright, level 1 allows you to capture cleft hoof and talbuk for rare leather. Level 2 allows you to capture wolves and boars for rare meat. And level 3 allows you to capture sabertooth and lilac for rare and epic furs. Alright, so this isn't like too important just because it's medium. Like, the large buildings are the most important, mediums are kind of important, and smaller ones just are less important. That's kind of the reason of these plots. But let's actually see what the barn looks like. Alright, so this here is the barn. It's, as I said, nothing really fancy, just a barn. I mean, pretty much what you would expect from a barn. Right now we have some humans inside. I don't know why. Yeah, we can just kill them, obviously. But it's pretty much, it's nothing like special. You got a little roof, you got something at the top, like you can walk there. I don't think you can actually get there, but maybe some NPCs there. And you have like these little doors. Right now, there are no NPCs here or nothing here. I'm guessing there's gonna be an NPC here. You're gonna have some mounts or some like enemies here inside. Not like enemies, but mostly beasts that you can use for like fur and all of that stuff. So that's pretty much it for the barn. Alright, let's continue on to the next building. So the next building is actually the Frostwall Tavern, and this is pretty much an inn. So it says, adventure, excitement, a hero and his followers need all things along with a place to rest afterward. For level 1, recruits random followers each week. So you get obviously some random followers each week if you hit the tavern. On level 2, allows you to select traits and abilities for your daily random followers. And on level 3, unlocks the particularly lucrative treasure hunt missions. I don't know what it is, I haven't checked it out yet, but it's actually pretty well built, so I want to show you what it actually looks like. So here is the building. Okay, so here is the tavern. Outside, it's not all that much. It looks just like a big little burrow or whatever it is. But inside, even though it's not finished nearly, it actually is really cool. It has 3 floors, I'm gonna show you. So this is the mid floor that you get in. You can go to the top floor, and it's pretty much like similar to the one in Orgrimmar. You have little things. I'm guessing there's going to be some NPCs here, maybe some drinks like beds or something similar to that. And after that, there's gonna be probably some like innkeepers here and sellers and all of that. Probably some tables as well. And you get the bottom floor. Now the bottom floor is, there's going to be something in it. There is some smoke, so I guess they're gonna cook something here. There's some like chickens here, some eggs and all of that. And we also have a underside here. I'm guessing there's gonna be like this is like a little basement thing. Maybe where they keep all the supplies and everything. So this is pretty much how it looks. Like, the inn is actually pretty cool. One of my favorite buildings so far. Not that much on functionality, but it looks pretty cool. And I really want to see what it looks like once it's like fully finished. Okay, let's get back to the other medium-sized buildings. So far we checked out the Frostwolf Tavern and the barn, and here we can actually check out the lumber mill and the sparring arena. So let's start with the lumber mill. Now the lumber mill enables access to different types of timber throughout Draenor. Obviously, since it's a lumber mill. So, level 1 allows players to mark small trees in Draenor for harvest. Harvested timber can be converted to work orders for garrison supplies. Level 2 allows you to mark medium trees for additional timber, and level 3 allows you to mark large trees for even more timber. So you can obviously even assign a follower here. I'm guessing he's gonna work here, but I don't currently have any followers with a matching trade for this building. I guess you get that in the future, but right now I don't think it's working. So pretty much the whole point is just to get lumber, which is obviously since it's a lumber mill. So let's actually see how the building looks like. Okay, so here we have the lumber mill. It's pretty small, but it looks like a lumber mill. You got some wood here, you got these machines working, you like chains, all that stuff. And we actually have a quest here. I don't know what it is. Let's actually check that out. We got Lumber Lord Octron, and let's see what he says. Sir, we're going to need a lot of lumber if we're going to build this garrison into a suitable fortress. That means we're going to have to do a little work. While I certainly wouldn't ask you to do dirty your hands with manual labor, I do need you to go out and find timber for our mill. Once you mark a tree and enable body lazy good for nothing peon, you come and chop it down and give you the timber. Frostfire isn't the best space for timber, but I did see a suitable small tree nearby. So you can mark like trees to get for the lumber mill. I guess that's how you get lumber, but it's so far it's nothing like crazy or anything. It's pretty much this is how it looks. So let's actually get on to the next building. Alright, and the next building is the Sparring Arena. Now the Sparring Arena is a perfect location for strength and conditioning tailored for the rigors of Draenor. So on level 1, increases your out of combat regeneration to 3% of your maximum health and mana per second in outdoor Draenor zones. In level 2, enables unlimited underwater breathing and safe fall in outdoor Draenor zones. And level 3, while below 35% life, all damage is reduced to 50% in outdoor Draenor zones. So I think it's a really cool thing. It's nothing really like helping your garrison, but it helps you out a lot when you're like questing or even doing world PvP. So let's actually see what the building looks like. Alright, so here is the building, if you can barely even call it a building. It's kind of like a little circle. Well, it's obviously an arena, so I guess you can do some training here. Right now there are no NPCs here, but pretty much this is how it looks like. I'm guessing there's gonna be something interesting here, but just looks kind of like an arena ring, nothing really like crazy about it. So it's mostly just to give you buffs, I guess. It's just for the world of Draenor, like giving you health, regeneration and all of that. So let's actually get on to the next building. Okay, now let's look at the last medium building you can build in your garrison. And the last building is the trading post, and it's a bit different. The trading post is the garrison's center of commerce with the natives of Draenor. So on level 1, unlocks access to the Shatari Defense or Laughing Skull factions up to Honored Reputation level. On level 2, grants access up to Revered Reputation level for the Shatari Defense or Laughing Skull factions. And on level 3, grants access to the Exalted Reputation level for the Shatari Defense or Laughing Skull factions. Also increases reputation gain in Draenor by 20%. So the trade post is pretty much just for reputation, and let's actually see what the building looks like. Okay, so here we can see the trading post in action, if you could say that. And as I said, like this is a smaller thing. It's just like the lumber mill, it's nothing crazy. Looks like just a smaller tent that is in the open. You got all sorts of these supplies here because it's a trading post. You got bombs, you got swords, you got spears, you got pole arms, you got these supplies here, meat, and I'm guessing pretty much everything you can trade. So nothing really fancy. A trading post gives you reputation and that's about it. So let's get on to the smaller buildings now. Okay, and as I said, let's get into the small buildings. And there is actually 10 of them. You got 5 medium and 5 large, so that's 20 in total. You also have 4 of these. I'm going to show that by the end of the video. But pretty much here is what we have here. So you have 3 of these small plots, and it actually takes 4 characters to build all of these because you can only build 3 and there's 10. So let's actually start with the Alchemy Lab. And the Alchemy Lab creates a variety of reagents and alchemical wonders. So Level 1 refines raw materials into special alchemy reagents each day and allows the production of alchemical items. Level 2 grants a random potion every day, also allows up to 3 work orders at one time. And level 3 allows up to 5 work orders at one time. So we can see what this looks like. It's pretty much, you can gather like potions, not like potions but like herbs, and then you can give it to the guy working there, and then he can like make potions for you. So let's actually see what that looks like. Okay, and we're actually at the Alchemy Lab. It's nothing really fancy, it's a small building, but it looks really cool. You got like these green stuff all over. I don't know why we have these enemies, this is obviously a bug. They added alliance people inside the Horde Garrisons for some reason. But you got like these little pots, you got these little... everything pretty much chemical and all of that stuff. Right now there is no one here, I don't know why that doesn't work. But there's supposed to be like an undead female here from what I remember, and you like give her the work order, you give her the herbs and she can make like potions for you. So that's the entire purpose of it. And it's really nothing like crazy, but it actually works and it kind of looks really cool. So here is pretty much what the Alchemy Lab is like. Okay, and next we have the Enchanter Study. And it is still a small building, but it's just a bit different from the Alchemy Lab. And the Enchanter Study creates both the magical precursors that form an enchantment, as well as completed and usable item enchantments. So level 1 refines raw material into special enchanting reagents each day, and allows the production of enchanted items, also allows non-enchanters to disenchant items. On level 2, item disenchanted at the study generate more materials, also allows up to 3 work orders at once. And level 3 allows up to 5 work orders at once. So let's see what that actually looks like in action. Okay, so we're at the Enchanter Study. This is what it looks like. It's still bugged. All of the buildings, I don't think any work right now. Especially from these smaller ones. I think only the barracks and a few others, but here is what it looks like. And it's just about the same as the Alchemy Lab over there. You can only do like enchantment stuff, and pretty much you got like these books here, like scrolls, and all of that cool stuff. So you can make like enchantments, like you can disenchant stuff, and that's pretty much the entire purpose of it. And let's actually see what we have next from the build. Next on the line would be the engineering works, and that is still similar, it's just close to that where I built it. So the engineering works produces a host of useful gizmos and parts for intrepid thinkers, and also creates wondrous mechanical devices. So level 1 refines raw material into special engineering reagents each day and allows the production of engineered items. Level 2 grants you the use of experimental engineering device each day, and this device is extremely dangerous for both the user and the target, also allows up to 3 work orders at once. And at level 3 allows up to 5 work orders at once. So this is what pretty much it is. If you didn't notice, all of these small buildings are pretty much just profession stuff. So you got enchantment, you got alchemy, you got pretty much jewel crafting and everything engineering. And you can also assign followers. Looks like I actually can assign followers here, and they're working. I don't know how it works, but let's actually see it in action. Okay, we're at the engineering works. This is what it looks like. I assigned a follower to it, but nothing is really happening. We still got these alliance people inside. I have no idea why, as I said previously. But this is what it pretty much looks like. You got a bunch of bombs, mines, rockets, and all of that cool stuff inside. So if you're an engineer, this should be a perfect place for your garrison. So here is what it pretty much looks like. Nothing special, just kind of a small engineering tent, if you could say that. Okay, and let's actually check out the fourth one. So I also got a tip on the loading screen. It pretty much says that you can use all of these like faction, like the small ones. You can use like these little buildings for like the skills you don't really have, like the professions. So if you got like engineering and you got enchantment, you can also pick an alchemy lab and like a gem boutique, so you can like have jewel crafting stuff and alchemy and also use your own profession. So let's actually look at the gem boutique from this character, just change to a different character. So the gem boutique allows for the creation of wondrous gems and other jewel crafted items. Level 1 refines raw materials into special jewel crafting reagents every day and allows the production of jewel crafted items. Level 2. Sell jewelry crafting goods to a local vendor for gold, also allows up to 3 work orders at one time. And level 3 allows up to 5 work orders at one time. So you can pretty much set 5 work orders. Let's see if we have any. We don't have any followers. And let's actually see what it looks like. Okay, so this here is the gem boutique. It's nothing really crazy. It's pretty much the same as it is. It doesn't really work. But let's see what we have inside. So we got these little books here. We got a bunch of gems here. Alright, we're getting attacked by lions. Let's try to avoid that. We pretty much have like these little machines here. It's pretty much everything just for jewel crafting. So if you want to get jewel crafting, you should probably pick this building. Okay, the next building we have is the Salvage Yard. And the Salvage Yard turns other people's trash into your treasure. So pretty much on level 1, it allows salvage to be occasionally recovered from missions. On level 2, increases your chance at recovering salvage from missions. In addition, you may now discover follower items in salvage. And on level 3, greatly increases your chance at recovering salvage from missions. In addition, you may now discover player items in salvage. So, let's see what the actual Salvage Yard looks like in the garrison. This here is pretty much the Salvage Yard. Doesn't look like too much. It has a bunch of stuff inside, like, I don't know what these things are. Pretty much looks kind of like a forge in the middle. I guess that's where you put all this trash. You got a like bunch of shields, metal, broken parts and all of that. It's pretty much, as we would say, Salvage Yard, like a bunch of salvage parts. Some destroyed, some barely recovered and all of that. So you can turn some of your materials into like different things, I guess. And that's pretty much a Salvage Yard. Okay, let's see what we have now. Okay, next on is the Scribes Quarters, and the Scribes Quarters produces all manners of magical inks, pigments and paper, and you can also create glyphs and other magical items. So on level 1, it refines raw materials into special inscriptions, regents each day, and allows the production of inscribed items. It's pretty much for inscription. Now on level 2, creates forged documents that allow you to gain illicit goods, also allows up to 3 work orders at once. Pretty much just with the rest of all of these buildings. On level 3, it gives you up to 5 work orders at once. So let's see what it looks like from close up. Okay, and this here is the Scribes Quarters. It looks really cool. You got these like scrolls hanging from the ceiling. You got this stuff. I don't really know what it is. There's like a flag there. Pretty much like a bunch of smoke, like a bunch of scrolls, paper on the floor, writing tools, inks, all of that. Pretty much everything you would expect from something that's related to inscriptions. So that's pretty much it. So if you want to have inscription in your garrison, I would suggest getting this. Okay, so let's actually see what we have next. So I just had to switch a character because I couldn't fit everything in one. So pretty much next we have the Storehouse. And the Storehouse has room to keep you and your garrison items safe and secure. So on level 1, enables access to your personal bank and increases the total number of active work orders for all buildings by 1. So if you have this and other buildings, you can increase work order for pretty much everything. Now on level 2, enables access to your guild bank, so you can kind of have like a portable guild bank in your garrison. On level 3, enables access to an ethereal trader for void storage and transmogrification, and increases the total number of all active work orders for all buildings by 2. So this is a pretty useful building. As you could say, it's a storehouse. So let's see what it looks like. So here is the storehouse. Nothing insane. It's pretty much everything you would expect from a storehouse, like a tent, but filled with items everywhere. You got crates, barrels, all of these sacks, and pretty much everything you can expect. I don't think there's gonna be like much usefulness here, but it seems like a sort of an enhancement for all of the other buildings. So this is pretty much what it looks. So if you want to like enhance your other buildings, I would suggest getting the Storehouse. Okay, and next we have the Tailoring Emporium. Now the Tailoring Emporium is your one-stop shop for anything crafted with cloth. We can assign a follower. We don't have any followers on it right now, but pretty much on level 1, it refines raw materials into special tailoring regents each day and allows the production of tailored items. On level 2, it sells a variety of placeable banners, pennants and flags, which have various effects. Also allows up to 3 work orders, and on level 3, just as with any other building, allows up to 5 work orders at once. So let's see what the Tailoring Emporium looks like from close up. And here we have the Tailoring Emporium, just as what you would expect from a tailoring thing. pretty much you got all of these like bolts here, you got a bunch of cloth, like dresses, I believe, tabards, all of these, like pretty much everything you would use for sewing and pretty much tailoring. And that's about it. So if you want to get like tailoring on your garrison, you can pick the little Tailoring Emporium and it should help you out with that. Okay, and next on we have the Forge. Now the Forge produces both basic components for use by blacksmiths as well as armor and weapons ready for battle. So let's see, we can actually assign a follower to it. We have him here, he's apparently working. I don't know if it actually works, but we can see if it does. And pretty much the Forge on level 1 refines raw material into special blacksmithing regans each day and allows for the production of smithed items. Level 2 removes wear and tear durability loss, also allows up to 3 work orders at once, and level 3 allows up to 5 work orders at once. So let's see what actually the Forge looks like from a close-up. And here we have the Forge, pretty much not anything special, still no like working NPCs or anything like that. We still have the alliance guys here, I don't know why, let's try to avoid them. These grunts here are helping us. So pretty much just as a forge, nothing special. You got a bunch of shovels, little crates, like rocks and all of that stuff. Everything pretty much you would expect from a forge. You got some floating stuff here that's just bugs. But let's see what it actually like. I wonder what it would like look like when it's released. But pretty much this is what it is right now. Okay, and the last building out of all of these, all of the large, medium and small ones, last building we have is the Tannery. As you can see, I actually used a 4th character because you only have 3 ploys here. As you can see, here is what the plots look like, so you can only build 3 here. So you have to build a Tannery. And the Tannery refines raw leather into strong leather-worked items that are useful for prayers of any kind. So, level 1 refines raw materials into special leather-working regans each day and allows the production of leather-worked items. Level 2 sells a variety of tents that offer a well-rested buff if used on logout. Also allows up to 3 work orders at once. And level 3 allows up to 5 work orders at once. Alright, so let's see what the Tannery actually looks like. Alright, so this is what the Tannery is. It's basically just a leather working shop. He has a little torrent totem on the side. Let's see, let's get a bit inside. Pretty much there's like a thing for leather working. There's like tables, I guess these are some guides for this. You got a bunch of like these sacks, you got pretty much these knives for leather working, all of that stuff. These grunts are inside, I don't know why, but that's pretty much it. So if you want to get some leather working on your garrison, you should probably pick this thing. Okay, and that is pretty much all of the buildings. So we've seen all of the large, medium and the small ones. Now lastly, this is pretty much everything on level 3, but lastly we have 4 of these buildings that you can actually unlock. So first is the pet Menagerie. Now Menagerie provides new opportunities to develop and enhance your pet retinue. Now I'm not certain, you unlock these 3 buildings by completing quests on your garrison. I'm gonna show you only 2 because I couldn't unlock this. I don't have enough pets here because it's the beta, so you don't have any like pet levels. But pretty much it's something pet related, I haven't seen it yet. Next is the fishing shack. I don't really know what it does, I haven't checked out that quest yet, but I'm going to actually show you the herb garden and the frostfall mine. So without any actual editing, I'm just gonna show you what it's like, and then we're pretty much gonna end the video. This is a bug, don't worry too much about it. So what happens is you have like these quests on your like the garrison, and for example the herb garden. Now we gotta kill like 8 nibblers. These are like these little squirrels. So once you kill all of them, you unlock this thing here. And pretty much the whole point of these aren't the same buildings as the others. Here you get like these little, this is a herb garden, so you got these little like places here, and you can like use herbalism, so you can like pick these things up each day. I'm not certain on the respawn rate, but you can like use this, I believe, every day or something like that. So you can like gather all of the herbs in your garrison if you manage to fix this. So this, I see it really as a great way to get some regans and all of that stuff. So that is about it for the herb garden. And lastly, before ending the video, I'm going to show you guys the mine. I showed this in a few videos previously, but there was a quest now, and pretty much what happened, it was like fully overwhelmed with gore, and these are like these creatures. And once you go inside, kill their boss, you get into the mine, and pretty much what happens is you got these like true iron deposits, and you can like gather pretty much mining stuff and all of that. So It's pretty much just as a herb garden, just for mining and all of that cool stuff. There is more inside, but not all that much, so you can get inside. The map isn't working right now, but that's pretty much it. There's just a bit of a road inside. And you can like pick these whenever they respawn. I'm not certain the respawn rate. I don't think they said anything. But that's about it. So thank you a lot for watching this video. I may do the same for the Alliance. This took quite a bit of work, but I want to see what it looks like. Maybe I make an update video for this as well. Once they like get all the functionality inside and pretty much everything else. But I want to also do a video like this for the Alliance, because I haven't checked out the Alliance Garrison yet, but it seems pretty cool so far. You got a bunch of stuff in the Garrison, and I can guarantee you that it's gonna be pretty awesome on the release. I mean, so far there have been so many improvements, and if they keep doing like these patches in the future, it's gonna be pretty awesome. So anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, favorite and subscribe, and also share the video. It really helps out the channel a lot and all of these videos, and it really keeps the videos going. And thanks for taking your time to watch this video, and see you next time.